Say hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Alongside me today, excited to talk to him for the first time in Say Hey Plays history, a little crossover between our shows. The host of The Balking Dead, which I enjoyed the wordplay there. Sharpie's Bets, aka Sharpie. Sharpie, how are you doing over there?
Another day in paradise, bro. I'm ready to get to a couple bets I got in and hopefully get back some of the fucking money that Montgomery's bitch ass took from me.
The under took that money from me as well. So I'm in the same mindset you are right now, Sharpie. I'm excited to talk about these games. Only three of them to talk about, so it'll be a quick show today, but it'll be a fun show. Sharpie always brings the laughs. I'm excited about it. Some breaking news too. The Cardinals called up their 2 and 3 top prospects for this weekend series. I'm excited to see that. Nolan Gorman coming up, number 2 overall prospect, is going to play second base, and Matthew Liberator. I don't know. I can't even say his name right now. But he's starting on Saturday, so that will be
Later,
two. He is going to be a fun watch on Saturday as well. So those are a little two breaking news there. The Cardinals get kicked in the dick by Pete Alonso today in a walk off, but at least they get their two top 3 prospects in there. So let's get into Say Hey Plays officially now. Everyone got a little sneak preview of it earlier, but let's get into Say Hey Plays 43. Say Hey 43 starts with the Seattle Mariners. I was going to say the Arizona Diamondbacks first, but no, I was actually uploading their graphics as I was doing that. The Seattle Mariners versus the Boston Red Sox here. Rich Hill versus George Kirby. A very interesting matchup. I'm pretty sure Rich Hill could be George Kirby's dad. We can start there. I definitely have seen a lot of Rich Hill this year, and he's been phenomenal in starts. At Texas last time out, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, good enough to get the dub there. 4 Ks, no walks versus the Angels at home. 5 innings of 1 hit ball, no earned run, 6 Ks and a walk. And then at Baltimore, 4 innings of 1 hit ball again, no earned runs there. So he's been phenomenal. George Kirby only 2 starts, but he's been good. Honestly, he's been good. At the Rays was his first, at home for the Rays was his first start of his career in the major leagues. Went 6 innings of 4 hits, no earned runs, 7 Ks, no walks. We were on him that day. We felt good about that bet. And then he went last time out across the country to the Mets. We faded him, and I think it kind of worked. I don't remember exactly what the bet was, but I'm pretty sure we won that day. He went 4, 3 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned, 1 K, 1 walk that day. Now, I'm already on Red Sox money line. If you watched Betting with the Bag earlier today, you'll have seen me get pushed in that direction, and that might just me being the homer inside of me. Who knows? But our good friend, our mutual friend Sharpie, Noli knows on the first 5 under here as well, and I like it. And I want to hear what your thoughts are on this game.
Thoughts are George Kirby's a fucking beast, bro. I mean, he was drafted 20th overall in 1919. Never seen AAA because he was a beast in single A and double A. I mean, when an organization fucking jumps you straight through AAA, it's because they have beliefs and you're good enough to go to the majors. And like you said, he balled out his first game and he went up versus a team that fucking. I just had to bomb my dog right now because he wanted to whine. But he went up versus a team last time in the Mets that actually smashed righties, guys. So can't hate that right there. And then he's running into another team that's smashing righties. I still gotta think he goes a fucking 6 innings, 2 earned runs or less. Like, this guy is a beast. He has legit shit, bro. So the other hand is Rich Hill. And he's going up against another team not hitting lefties one bit, just like the Texas Rangers. So he should go another 5 innings, 2 earned runs or less. So that's probably why Noli's on the under right there. He's seeing these numbers. I'm a little worried, though, of fucking the Red Sox bats myself, to where I lean Red Sox. Are you on them full game or first 5?
I'm on them full game.
Oh, Lord. Now you're going to fuck with that bullpen?
Yeah, I'm gonna sweat it out. Yeah, it's gonna be a treat. I didn't want to take like a first five minus a half because we've all been screwed on 0-0s plenty of times before. And I am going to trust this bullpen that on its day it's been good, but we'll see how it does. I'm worried, Sharpie. That would be my main concern. But like you said, they've not hit lefties all year this year. And I think I eventually am going to move on this first five under. But I kind of, sort of, wanted to switch it up today, and maybe a first or a total Seattle Mariners under 3.5 plus 120. I don't know. We'll see. Minus 110 for the 4, but it's a tough decision. There's only 3 games. I don't want to force any plays. Obviously, you can get first 5. Wow, this is. I think Sharpie. I found the bet, Sharpie, and hold on to your socks for this one. Team total for the first 5 innings under 1.5 for the Seattle Mariners is plus 115.
That's gonna take some balls, bro. Seeing that he just gave up 2 to Texas, who's just as bad.
I think the plus money there is pretty shocking. I expected it to be much higher, and I would hope he hasn't given up many runs this year, and he's bound to give them up eventually. And the Rangers, I think they're a decent hitting squad, obviously. So
Rich Hill's given up 3 runs his last 19 innings, if that helps you.
I'll move on it. You know what? I've not done this all year, so your first bet for me like this. Moving outside of the comfort zone, we're going to move on Seattle. First 5 team total under 1.5 at plus 115 there for me. So that was lovely. What a lovely cap. Sharpie, you bring out a different side of me, Sharpie, and I appreciate that.
Hey, I mean, don't blame me if it loses, because I'm not betting this game. I'm gonna stay off of it. But I lean the Red Sox, but I can't bet Dick Mountain. Not for me.
Sharpie, don't worry. I will not create a burner account for me and just be like, oh God, Sharpie's bets getting me all bad picks. Ugh. Those people make me chuckle. So shout out to them. But let's keep it moving here because we've got 2 more games on the card here. We've got an interesting one here, and I wanted to move on it. I really have not found a way to do it, and I think I'm eventually just going to stay off. Zach Gallen, Marcus Stroman here. Wind blowing in Chicago, whatever which way. Zach Gallen's been phenomenal this year. Last 3 starts for him versus the Chicago Cubs. 6 innings, 2 hits, earned run off a home run, 9 Ks and a walk versus Colorado. 7 innings of 5 hit balls, 0 runs, 7 Ks, and no walks. And then at the Miami Marlins, 6 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks, no walks for Gallen. Fun stat for Gallen this year: 24 innings flat. I should say 24 innings pitched this year at home. A .75 ERA at home this year. 1.33 batting average against. On the road, obviously, it's still going to be good because he's got a 2 ERA. 10 innings pitched right now, 10 1/3, a 1.74. So a little higher, but very interesting there. Probably doesn't mean anything, but just something to shout out. He's just been phenomenal either way. Marcus Stroman, his first start off of COVID. We saw how Lucas Giolito did off of his first start of COVID yesterday against the Royals, lacking a little bit of control. I wanted to move on the Diamondbacks here in some way, Sharpie, but I have not found a good way to do it. Please open my eyes and show me how to do it.
I bet this game 2 ways. I'm on Arizona first 5 at minus 110, and then I'm on the under 4.5, and I believe minus 110 also. I got that at. I mean, Zach Gallen is going to be a Cy Young Award winner, and I mean it might be multiple. This guy has legit fucking shit. He's a 4-pitch pitcher who's legit. The only knock is he's going back-to-back versus the Cubs, and to me, back-to-backs are okay. Fuck, now you got to dig in. Do I really got to dig in? He just went back-to-back versus the Mets, who, in my opinion, have a way better fucking lineup than the Cubs. Yeah. He manhandled the Mets both times. So I don't know if my numbers are wrong or your numbers are wrong, but I have a 1.05 ERA for Zach Gallen right now. So that might be – you said 2? I'm not sure which one was which.
No, I've got him at he's 2-0 actually. I mixed up my numbers. He's 2-0 with a 1.05. So you're right there.
He's got a 1.05 ERA. He hasn't given up but 2 runs in one game, and every other game it's 1 earned run or less. This guy is fucking phenomenal. And on the other hand, what happens when Marcus Stroman gets a fucking beast on the other hand? And my question was with Stroman is, does he think Zach Gallen's a beast? Because if not, then Stroman's going to get fucking lit if he doesn't think Zach Gallen's a beast. Well, he
Yeah.
just seen fucking Zach Gallen 5 days ago. And if he didn't already know, the motherfucker knows now. And Stroman is bet on when he's up against stud pitchers. That's all he fucking cares about. He shows up on those days. In his last 2 games where he showed up, he had Corbin Burns and he had Max Fried. Now he gets Zach fucking Gallen. And I expect Stroman to come out there and match him pitch for pitch. The better bet is the 4.5, in my opinion, to the under. I think Stroman comes out and fucking matches him.
You know, I do like the Arizona first 5 look. And I think I'm going to join you on that.
Hitting though. That's the fucking part about that.
That's what I was
not fucking hitting.
Right? I agree with you there. But at least if I do take this first 5 money line, I'm not going to get screwed by a 0-0 would be my biggest thing about this. I could get a plus a half at minus 145, but that's not really worth it to me. I think the minus 115 for the money line, at least you get a push 0-0. I think that'll be a good play, Sharpie. And I think I appreciate you getting me there at least.
What's the Cubs team total? Is it 1.5? This guy's given up 2 runs 1 time.
Arizona, let me see here. Yep, 1.5 plus 130 again there.
Yeah. I'm betting that as soon as I'm off this show, bro.
Let me write that down as well. Let me get this first 5. Money line at 1 minus 115. I hope everyone enjoys the ASMR of Molly the dog eating in the background right now, too, if you guys can hear that. And while I do this as well, I'm going to shout out the chat. Shout out to all the 50 people watching right now on a small Wednesday card. We appreciate you guys. Brian Watson, Ron Lofton, Lance Rose, Raw Torque. Appreciate you, my man. New name in the chat. Lance Rose in here. Chief, Sam Colmer. I am also on 1 today, Chief, and I'm pissed about it. So we're taking our aggression out on this small card, obviously. Wallaby King on the Red Sox money line with us as well. Spud J. Peasy. Mike M on the Seattle first half and full game under there. I like that. I don't hate that at all. Mike M, George Kirby, electric pitcher. Noli knows in the chat, obviously. We were speaking about you earlier, Noli. Shout out to you, my guy, in that first 5 under in Boston, Seattle. All you guys in here, appreciate you. Robert Franklin, let's see here. And JP's shouting out today, 3 overs, 2 unders so far. So, as expected, pretty even. So I'm on the Arizona Diamondbacks first 5 money line there, and I have written down the Chicago Cubs first 5 team total under 1.5 at plus 130 as well. Zach Gallen is the real deal. I like that look. We'll figure out if I make that official by the end of this card. If I don't like anything on this next game, I think I probably will end up making it official. And as of right now, I don't, Sharpie. As of right now, I don't. We'll talk about it. Glenn Otto and the Rangers versus Framber Valdez and the Houston Astros here. 2 pitchers I actually really like. I like Glenn Otto. I think he's a little feisty pitcher. He got shelled against the Red Sox, 8 earned runs, 4 innings. Not a good appearance for him. Against the Yankees, 5 innings, 2 earned runs, and then versus these Astros, 4 1/3, 2 earned runs. So Astros seen before. A lot of people on the Astros today. I can see why for sure. Framber's electric against, and then Rangers are against lefties right now. 86 weighted runs created plus this month. That's 19th in the league. So I can see it. I can see all the reasons why you're on the Astros, and especially against righties right now this month. First are these Astros, 146 weighted runs created plus. So I can see all the cases for the Astros, basically. What are you thinking about this game, Sharpie?
I'm gonna have to give you my knowledge, man, and man, y'all gonna have to pay me one day for this. But here you go. I can't hate anybody who's going to play the Astros today. Like you said, their numbers are absurd, and their numbers are just as good as those Red Sox versus righties. And look what the fucking Red Sox just did to them. Last time they played, Astros weren't hitting like they were like they are now. Their numbers have gone up the last 2 weeks, right back to the Astros we remember. But what I've learned with my own money losing is travel. is they're coming back in now from a fucking trip. And if there was a day for their bats to be cold, it would be today. Not saying that they don't eventually go out there and rape this motherfucker blind, bro. That can happen, and by the numbers should happen. But there's enough evidence out there saying that, dude, no, this is a day I gotta stay off the Astros. But how do I bet fucking Framer Valdez? That's the fucking key. And this was the same situation with Freddie Peralta the other day. Is Milwaukee's fucking humming? I had the pitcher I wanted, and they crushing righties or whatever, and they were coming back from a fucking road trip. And I almost run line Milwaukee before I then decided to take the other team's total under, because yes, I like the pitching, but I don't know if my bats are going to fucking show up. I don't know. Travel has shown that there are times where this is the day where they won't show up if it was to happen. So I looked at the full game team total under, and it was a fucking 3, bro. Like, no fucking room for error right there. So I ended up going under 1.5 first 5 with the Texas Rangers team total, and it was minus 130. So, I mean, it's a little juicy, but I got to freaking ride Framer Valdez. The only issue with Framer Valdez is he is worse at home. I don't expect him to keep his 7 ERA at home, but last year he was a half run worse at home than he was on the road. So I do expect him probably to give up a solo shot. I'm hoping nobody's on base. So under 1.5 minus 130. And Corey Seager might fucking get me for that solo shot. That's up.
He's a bad man. It's definitely not going to be Marcus Semien right now. Don't think he's hit a home run yet this year, which is sad times for Marcus Semien and that $500 million infield so far. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to move on this game, honestly. I just think everything's a little too juicy for me. And Framber Valdez is a pitcher I was super like, too. I like him a lot. And I think I might watch this game. And I think this will be a spot where I watch Glenn Otto intently here. I would not hate a first 5 under here as well. You can get a 4 at minus 105. I like you said, Sharpie, if it's going to be a day that the bats are cold, travel spot coming back home, definitely could be today. Astros bats coming back, all that good stuff. And the Rangers really didn't have to travel it, go fucking 2-3 hours across the highway or whatever it is. Shows how much I know about Texas and I've lived here. But I don't hate that first 5 under look, especially. I think the number being an 8's a little weird, especially at Minute Maid. You'd expect that number to be a little higher, I think. I expected it to be a little higher. So first 5 under here would be a look for
it's at
me
an
as
8
well.
Full game, bro. I like the 8 full game, too. Like, I don't think the Astros score 6, and I'd be surprised if fucking Texas scored 3. That's
the one
look.
concern there is the bullpen for the Rangers has been dog shit, but yeah, I do think that unders here could be a good look. And shout out to our guy Sharpie, as always, making unders great again. I would like to hear what he has thoughts on this game if he's still in here. But
you mean Noli?
I said your name, didn't I?
Yeah.
But yes, Noli,
But
Sharpie, you're on my mind too much. I mean, you're the making unders great again too. I mean, I think about Sharpie all the time when I'm like, man, what's Sharpie doing this occasion?
Great minds think alike, bro. I bang baseball off of Noli every morning. That's the only guy I talk baseball with, really.
Oh, well, that's lovely. I wish I had that lovely relationship with Noli. I'm gonna just keep blowing up Noli. One day he'll text me back.
Hey, you just gotta live in California and have marijuana.
That's true.
I'll bribe you, Noli. Come here.
Okay, there we go. I like where this is going, Sharpie. You're teaching me the ways. Bribery and marijuana. That's the way to go. Hey,
it's legal in California, bro. So I mean, I'm just giving him some free shit.
Hey, I can't blame you. I can't blame you there. You're on the right path, Sharpie, and I appreciate you joining me today. Our little combo here. Before we set this party ablaze and go do our recreational activities, first, let's give a shout out to the Balking Dead. Let people know where they can find you at, and we'll get into reviewing these picks.
You can find me every day on Pub Sports at fucking 12:10 Pacific, 3:10 Eastern time. That's 2:10 Jose's time. This guy doesn't get all the time changes, but we all know that the Eastern time zone is the only fucking time zone that counts. Why? because that's where the
Yes.
stock market is, and that's where the fucking money is, guys, and that's what
Sure.
sports betting is. We bet sports like the stock markets. We invest in our fucking selves. So fuck with your eyes open. Find me on Pub Sports. I bet fucking props. I fuck props with my eyes open. I fuck baseball with my eyes open. So get on the train. It ain't too late, bro.
With our eyes open. I'm assuming that you don't like the movie Eyes Wide Shut.
I don't watch many movies, bro. I watch sports literally all fucking day, and then I watch Sports Center like a jackass, like I missed something.
Well, I've never watched Eyes Wide Shut too either, if I'm gonna be honest. I just know
But I
I think that's
consider Monday Night Raw a sport.
it is a sport. What are you talking about? You can bet on professional wrestling. Come on. All right, let me recap these plays. Sharpie, inhale those herbs in you while we get into this. I guess I have 4 plays now. We had 1 loss earlier today. We're gonna make the total plays of 5 here. On the Red Sox money line, of course, I got it at minus 120 right now. It's at a minus 125, so that makes me feel a little better about myself. Taking Seattle, first 5 team total under 1.5 at plus 115 there. And I'm moving on the Arizona. I'm doing both, actually, Sharpie. I'm going with the Cubs, too, for team total under. I'm shocked I'm doing this, too. Arizona first 5 money line, well, minus 115, and the Cubs first 5 team total under 1.5 at plus 130 for me. I feel pretty ballsy today, Sharpie. Feeling pretty ballsy. What about you? What are you on today?
Okay, well, I'm gonna stay off the Red Sox game, and I'm gonna only stay with my 2 bets in the Arizona game, because I don't want 3 bets in the same game. I got Arizona first 5 in the under 4.5 in that game, both at minus 110. And then in the other game, I've got the Rangers first 5 team total under 1.5 at minus 130. I'm gonna go under 8 in that game as well. Like, I think Valdez goes a quality start. He has 4 straight quality starts. Let's give him 5 versus a team that's not hitting lefties. So, and then turn it over to a top 5 bullpen. So, I think this game stays under 8. So, give me under 8, please. And thank you,
Beautiful.
because I will bet it.
All right. I am, as we speak, locking in the Cubs. I cannot wait to watch these games. Zach Gallen and Dick Mountain. I'm putting my faith in you two. Exciting day of ball today, Sharpie, and thank you for joining me on this quick show. I appreciate your efforts as always. And we're both doing shows every day, so we have a brotherhood in that aspect, Sharpie. We have a brotherhood in that aspect. We're connected, as they say, kind of like this. Kind of like this. Thank you guys for joining us as always. Shout out to you guys, all the 71 people in the show right now. Drop a like on your way out. We'd appreciate it. Hit the description as well. There's the Balking Dead is in there if you guys want to check out Sharpie's Prize Pick show. Get all your picks, props, and everything you want in between in there. And make sure to sign up for Prize Picks and use the promo code Pub Sports.
Yes, sir.
Pub
For your first
Sports.
$100 match deposit.
There you go. Beautiful. Look at that. So we will see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a fun card with Connor Mack. And as always, say hey on social media. My name's Jose Bouquett. That's been Sharpie. And we'll see you guys next time.